And Solomon says, guess what? In life, death is a better teacher than birth. Because it's only when you actually live through the hardships of life that you find out really what kind of person you are. You know, I worked in a mechanic shop when I was about 15 years old. My father was a heavy diesel mechanic, and I got a job with him. He would take me to work there in the summer. And every year when the mechanics would rebuild engines, they had what was called a dyno. And I was able to transition through different departments and work on the dyno. And they would put these huge engines together in these large off-road trucks, articulating trucks. Some of them would have 12 cylinders down them. They would be huge. And after the mechanics would rebuild them, they would put them on this dyno, and it would be a water-simulated test that would put pressure on the engine. And I remember one specific day, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of parts in this engine. And the dyno load went on it, and I remember the man turning the valve. He would watch the horsepower, and this engine looked beautiful. It was painted, everything was nice on it. But when he put a load up under it, that 12-cylinder engine exploded. Boom! Popped off in the shop, and one of the mechanics just looked back and went, glad I didn't build that one. But I remember the owner of the shop saying, this is why we always test the product, because you never know what something is until it's put under a load. Can I teach you a lesson about the Christian life? This is a hard lesson, by the way, and it's not something people always like to hear, but God allows our faith to be tested. He allows it to be put under a load so that we become dependent upon Him. We learn about who we are, and we learn how much we need Him. We need God. Amen. We need the Lord in our life, especially during times of testing.